Now, an Emeritus Newsbrief, I'm Lynn Houston. Senate Democrats say they have come up with another health care reform package that will get at least 60 votes to pass. Some details of the 10-year plan: it would cover at least 94% of the population, cost $849 billion, and according to the Congressional Budget Office, it would cut $127 billion from the deficit over 10 years. It provides a public option, with states being able to opt out. Higher Medicare taxes for those making over $250,000 a year, and a coverage requirement for individuals and most businesses, or pay a penalty.
The CBO has confirmed that the bill will extend coverage to, as the leaders pointed out, to somewhere around 98%, including the Medicare recipients in our country. That's a remarkable achievement and a great success as well. And today we add this as a fiscally responsible bill that saves money, obviously, in the short and longer term, and is a real victory for reforms. This isn't just about an effort that went on over the last number of months, or even last year or so. This is an effort that's gone on for decades. Many of those who came before us have tried to achieve what we're on the cusp of doing, and that is achieving the kind of national health coverage that Americans have been long waiting for. We have a lot of work in front of us in the coming days, but I am confident as I stand before you this evening that we are going to achieve this goal at long last for the American people.
Democrats hope to have a procedural vote Friday or Saturday to move the bill to the Senate floor for debate and a vote. The House, of course, has already passed their version of it. The Senate version, when approved, would go to a conference committee to settle differences. Health and Human Services Secretary Kathleen Sebelius says women ages 40 to 50 should not change their routine mammogram screening schedules until they talk to their doctors.
Have that conversation about your own health history, what the risks are of having a mammogram versus the benefits, and make a determination based on an informed decision.
Her comments come after an HHS task force appointed by former President Bush suggested women ages 40 to 50 consider not having routine biennial mammogram screenings. The American Cancer Society disagrees and suggests women ages 40 to 50 continue the routine screenings. Well-known businesses are selling your credit and debit card information to third parties, and when you think you're signing up for a freebie bonus after an online purchase, you're actually agreeing to pay for something else. The Senate Commerce Committee Chairman, Jay Rockefeller, says his committee is coming up with legislation to do something about it. His committee heard from one victim who says she was scammed after buying tickets on movietickets.com.
At that time, I did not think I had any other options as far as getting my money back, but the more I thought about it, the more I was upset with movietickets.com. Here was what I thought was a reputable website, when in reality they were allowing this scam at the end of the purchase. I then went on movietickets.com and sent them an email regarding the money I had lost due to them giving my credit card number to a scam. Approximately 30 days later, I had gotten a correspondence from them stating that I would be getting a full refund.
Senator Rockefeller wants new laws to ban sales of credit and debit card numbers to third parties.
These businesses take the credit card number you typed in for your purchase, and they use it to enroll you in a bogus club with names like Reservation Rewards, Great Fun, Value Max Shopping Service. Most consumers don't realize they've been scammed until months later, when they notice that the club has been charging their credit card $10.95 a month, or whatever.
More on this story on the Emeritus News consumer page. The Government Accountability Office says injured workers and health professionals who treat them are under more pressure not to report an injury to keep their jobs. The GAO claims the Occupational Safety and Health Administration needs to do a better job auditing employers and documenting injuries to protect workers. More on the Emeritus News employment page. And the White House Office of Management and Budget says more than 98 billion tax dollars were wasted last year on improper government payments and fraud. President Obama says he'll be issuing an executive order to reform accounting practices. Last year, the Bush White House reported at least $75 billion was wasted in 2007 due to improper payments and fraud. More on the Emeritus News National World page. The latest on the biggest issues and public policy at emeritusnews.com. And live 24 hours, 7 days a week on the Emeritus News channel at livestream.com. That's an Emeritus News Brief. I'm Lynn Houston.